Listen, the world may not agree on much. However, I think we would all say we could all use to straighten up a little bit better, get a little, what are you showing me here? What are you showing me? Oh, look at that. Look at this. We're about to get a lesson in posture. I think you have a good posture. But that's a sway back right there.
I have a sway back.
Can you tuck under a little bit?
Well, it's sway Z.
Have you seen what influencers are expected to look like in 25 years if we keep doing this?
Gosh, it's like a question mark.
Holy.
No! Stop. Come on. No, wait, who did this?
This looks like a figure from Star Wars.
This is not, yeah, it's R2-D2 without all the costume.
That's what I'm saying.
There are many issues here, but researchers expect they'll be hunched over with text neck.
And lots of filler that has fallen all the way to the front.
Did you draw this?
Yes, in my spare time, I drew that. Her name is Matilda.
She has amazing bosom, I gotta say. Texting all day long, we're at our desks, driving in cars, all that. We could all use a ton of help.
From this human being, physical therapist and founder of LYT Yoga Method, Lara Heimann is here to help us out. Welcome to New York Living, and please help us.
I would love to start that.
Thank you very much. How do you begin this process? Because we don't realize it, but we are, many of us, in that hunch over position perpetually. What is the good way to begin the process of getting straight?
Well, first recognize that you're not. So many people habitually are in or rounded or over, just not aligned. Yeah. So good posture is not just how you stand and look confident. It really is the setup for your brain and body to function more optimally. So if you can think of just first realize like what hurts or what, do you have a headache or do you get tired during the day? All the different systems of the body are impacted. You're not breathing as well if you're slouched.
That's all
You're
posture.
not thinking as well. Oh, completely.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. So if you feel like you know that your posture can be improved, then you first recognize that, and then you can use different guidelines. One is like, how do you stand tall? Well, a lot of people think when they stand tall, they have habits of how to do that. They pull their shoulders back.
Right.
So you actually have to use your hands. I like to bring one hand behind the skull and then one on the front of the rib cage, and draw the one that's behind your head up, like really getting tall.
Oh, that's nice.
And this one has to counterbalance it, because habitually a lot of people stand up by thrusting their ribs, and they feel like that's the standing, but it's actually growing, and that's giving the spine a nice lengthened position, and that feels. Doesn't it feel good?
This actually feels really good.
It feels really good. It's so simple.
Enough.
It's
we
so
don't
simple.
do enough stretching, I think.
Yeah, but it's also just perception. It's also training. Like
That's why we invited her.
Right.
Yeah.
But real quick,
Yeah.
how does your posture affect your entire body? Because you're saying
it affects everything. It affects your energy. So if you've been slouched, you look slouchy, but you also have slouched your energy. That energy exchange, you've compressed your lungs. You're not breathing as well. That blood flow to the brain isn't as efficient, and that's where we can get chronic headaches. We can get fatigue.
Enormous facial, like the drawing that we saw.
Yeah, you start to look like that, right? It's not a joyful experience.
Right.
Yeah.
It can affect your digestion, but it can affect your neurology too, like how you feel about yourself. Confidence is boosted when you are kind of inhabiting the carriage of your energy, which is your posture. More, so you can walk around.
All right, give us some tips on the proper walking.
You gave me some great tips before.
Yeah. So for walking, you want to think like royalty, right? You would need the same idea of like if you held the hand behind the head but draw, like let your chin just drop. Yeah.
9 million people on the streets of New York City.
And then you tell your brain, lengthen and lift. And then you take your hands away and you continue that. And then you just
breathe. Don't forget to breathe.
Don't forget to breathe.
I'm not breathing. I haven't.
Sorry. So pull your ribs back and just think tall, but don't thrust.
Don't thrust.
Yeah.
Tall, lifted.
Rib thrust bad.
And for me, I have to soften my knees because I hyperextend my knees.
You do have hard knees.
Well, it's hard. Like I know you don't walk around but the shoes do matter.
Yes.
Right. So, but then.
Should we do seating?
Let's do sitting.
Let's do sitting.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
sitting, unfortunately, this is where so many of us have to be, right? It's just modern day life. This setup is obviously, crafted for this, but
that's how I eat.
But you want to mimic that upright position, and then everything is going to support that.
Okay.
So you would have the back of the chair. You would try and get your, your shoulder blades, back of the ribs, touching the chair. And then
Madam,
don't think pinch, think lengthen.
I'm
don't pinch.
so
you're doing it-
short.
Okay.
Normally, when my back touches the back of the chair, my feet swing.
Right. So yeah. That's it. You would need to put something under your,
Phone booth.
like everything
book.
is there to support it.
Okay, but
Now-
but optimally, my back should be against.
You
the
want
thing.
it there because you're getting more feedback.
yeah.
So think about this. If your posture isn't great, your brain needs
Right.
input. It needs input because it's just going to follow the habit. So here you've got input, you've got some part, I mean, you're taller, but again, you want back of your shoulder blades, and then people
Yeah.
worry about their low back, but
Breathe.
actually just
Look at
think
us,
you're
look at
not.
us.
I know. Look at us.
Woo!
Would
Are
you
you
want to hang
breathing?
out with us?
You look.
100%.
You look, we have a stick up our.
We look like we are
Well, you got
sociopaths.
to. Yes.
But
Well,
But
then you
healthy
practice. But then you
sociopaths.
practice breathing.
That's
Right.
right. That's what I
you
was going
think
to say.
as I like.
You have to do the relaxed
You
version
have
of what we're
to
doing.
you have to lift up long in the
Exactly.
spine and then feel it coming into the back ribs as well. And then
I'm
all
gonna-
of that is to support your posture.
And as we lift and rise and thank our friend, it's this. This is what I'm gathering from all of this that you have just taught us. Can you get up already?
I was doing an exercise. She taught me
I did
backstage.
teach him that
It was
exercise.
Great.
I think needs more.
I think we're born not knowing any of this, and we do it. And then as we become older, we're like, oh, and what you're teaching us needs to just become second nature, so
And it
that
comes
we
from
don't.
crawling. Apparently, it starts
yeah, we
with
talked about
crawling.
that too.
Your
He
connection
did
to the
not
ground.
crawl. And
Now I scooted, so my posture stinks.
his shoulder-
So I'm gonna start
yeah.
crawling.
This
Yep.
explains so much. Lara, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
You're
Thank
a
you.
wealth of information. Bye-bye.
Bye.
For more posture tips, give Lara a follow on Instagram at Lara, Lara.Heimann. Now here's some more things that will keep you looking great this fall.